Big Grizz 63 here with another episode. I'm at the House of Cigars, Cincinnati, Ohio, doing a short live in my second episode of Cigars and Crypto. We're going to be talking about some cigars, some bourbon, some crypto. We're going to do it in 15-minute segments. I'm going to try to keep it short and sweet this time. The last time I was a little bit too long, but it's all good. I might have a couple other people that's jumping in. If so, they might ask some questions. If you have some questions, if you're looking at this live, put it in the chat. I'm going to try my best to answer it. If I don't answer it live, I will answer it later on when I get home and look at it on my YouTube channel. You can get at me at Big Grizz 63 on YouTube. All of my channels will be listed in the it'll be listed somewhere on the screen. You should be able to click on it and view me. I should be live on YouTube. I should be live on Facebook. I should be live on the X platform. But I'm gonna ask these good brothers some questions about the type of cigars that they like, the type of bourbon that they like, and if they have any questions about crypto, I'll answer those. But we're about to chop it up. We're sitting here smoking some good cigars, watching some basketball. It's a thing that we do every Thursday, and it's something that, we get some value out of because a lot of these brothers have a lot of knowledge about various aspects in life, and we just like to chop it up and give each other knowledge and game, and it is what it is. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce y'all to my brothers in smoke here at the House of Cigars. It's a few of them. I can't fit everybody on here, but if you don't mind, could y'all just say hey to everybody?
Hey everybody.
Hey everybody.
What up, people?
That's Sherm, Ruben, JB, Dave, and then where Twin go? Oh, okay. That's Jeremy. I forgot your name, brother. I'm sorry. Right. All right. So I just wanted to, chop it up with y'all, get some live content, and see the type of cigars that y'all like to smoke. Because I know for me, I like to smoke Papa Fritas. I like to smoke New World. When I first started smoking and I got spoiled, I was spoiled on the Padron 1964 anniversary edition.
Oh, you rich.
And dude told me, hey, it's some good brothers. It's some good brothers over there too. What's up to y'all? What's happening? My name Percy, by the way. Yeah, nice to meet y'all, man. But I went down to Party Source, and dude came in, and I was like, man, what's a good cigar to get? And he was like, oh man, this is one of the best cigars. He took me back in the humidor, and I got the one that came in a little metal thing and shit.
Yeah.
And he was like, but I'm gonna tell you,
coming first.
yeah, but it was a guy buying some cigars.
Yeah.
And then he put his hand out. He's like, I'm gonna have to tell you though, once you smoke that, you ain't gonna want to smoke no other cigar. And he was right. It was so rich, full of flavor. The pound. It was, huh?
What did he give
He handed me the Padron.
Okay.
The 1964. So I done had 1964 anniversary edition and the 24. I like the 64. The 64 is cool.
See, that's
24 is cool too. Yeah, they are expensive by the stick. They done went up a little bit too, man. Them mugs done went up. But right now I'm rocking a Papa Fritas by Liga Privada. And if y'all don't mind, it's my man got right there. You got Liga Privada right there.
Liga Privada.
Yep.
Feral Pig.
What is it called?
Feral Pig.
Okay, it's called Feral Pig.
Pig.
Oh, Feral Pig. And why do they call it pig? Is it because it's fat? There you go. It's a fat boy. It's a fat boy, but it's a nice one. It's a good smoke, man. All of them daggone Liga Privadas is nice, man. I like.
Liga Privada is made by Drew Estates.
Okay.
Drew Estates has a long. I know y'all heard of Procter & Gamble and all the products they have.
Yeah.
So Drew Estates made a bunch of different cigars. A bunch of different flavor to the non-flavor.
Okay. So What? Let me ask y'all. So, what led y'all to start indulging into cigars? Ain't no specific order. Just if you want to talk. Shit,
For
we
me,
just chopping it up.
For me, I started smoking in 2018, so I ain't been smoking that.
Okay.
5, 6 years. One of my homeboys used to smoke all the time. We used to talk all the time. And so we went to visit him in Philly. He said, "Teach us how to smoke cigars." So we went up. He taught us. We've been hooked ever since.
Oh man.
We've done. I've surpassed him in cigar knowledge and cigar smoking. But I've been hooked ever since. So.
That's what's up. What about you, Rue?
Cigars is one of those things that's all about. It's a me thing, and every time I smoke a cigar, it's me and mine. It is the cigar I want. The time I spend with that cigar, it's a personal indulgence.
There you go. Anybody else?
I had a friend that worked at a cigar factory in New Orleans, and so I would go there and visit him, and they'd have cigar rollers and all that type of stuff. So he kind of, like your friend, kind of showed me the ropes, and I used to get them like dipped in flavors and stuff like that, and then that bag kind of goes away, and then you get you kind of get into the different ones. And for a while, I just smoked one a week, and then I got out of it, and then I found you guys, started smoking a little bit more often, and started, researching a lot more and exploring different lines, kind of eating what you guys smoke and trying it out, low key, and so it's been good to have some camaraderie and see what you guys smoke and the conversation is good.
Cigars is one of those things that will introduce you to people that you would have walked past in life and never even spoke to or engaged with. And the community is just so different than anything else.
Yeah.
I mean, you'll talk to people, from the penthouse to the shit house, engage in conversations you would have never thought you had. Meet people you would have never met, all because of a stick.
You right? Hey,
So
you ain't never
been
lied.
The
Go ahead.
chief of police, Cincinnati chief of police, he's been in here smoking. Butler County sheriff's been in here smoking. And I'm just a little city worker. I ain't, I'm on the totem pole. But you meet,
Yeah.
you can have a janitor and the CEO of the same business.
You're absolutely
sitting down,
right.
smoking a cigar, breaking bread, and having a drink together.
Absolutely right. Absolutely
They bring
right.
people together. You meet brothers you would never meet for lifelong friendships.
You mentioned you city worker. I'm a former city worker, former firefighter for the city of Cincinnati, and I was like right before I was getting ready to retire. Mike Washington, he was the old fire chief.
Yeah,
right? He was down here with a little fat ass smoking and shit. And he used to be. I see him come up through the ranks. He used to be a lieutenant and then a captain at my firehouse over in Walnut Hills, and we was chopping it up. And it was just one of them things, man. You're right. It's all walks of life, all kind of people you will see in here smoking, and it ain't something it's like a culture. I think it ain't.
It is.
Yeah, it's a culture, man.
It's very diverse. It's not just black. It's not just white. It's not Latino. It's a diverse group. Very diverse group of people.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. What about you, Dave?
I started smoking probably in 1990.
Did you?
I just like the smell,
Yeah.
and so I was like, I'm gonna try it.
Yeah.
And I started smoking now what I consider, BS smokes.
Yeah.
I never forget, man. One of the funniest days, I came here to Cincinnati, and I went downtown. What's the name of that one downtown?
OTL?
Strauss.
And I walked in there, and I had one called Havana Honey.
Havana honey.
Yeah, it was a real sweet cigar.
Yeah.
And I went in there and asked for it. The dude looked at me and said, "Real cigar smokers don't smoke flavored cigars." And I think it was after that I got serious about it. So,
That's what's
Something
up.
you got to understand too. There's a difference between smoking cigars and being a cigar smoker. There's a big difference. Surely, it's a big difference. Some people might smoke a cigar every once in a while.
Yeah.
You smoke cigars every day, you're a cigar smoker.
What about you, Jeremy?
What's up?
What led you to cigars and working?
Into cigars. I got 5 daughters, and I was tired of being at home. I needed an experience that did not include doing hair, checking homework, being a soccer dad and cookie dad for the Girl Scout. I needed something that was my own thing. I wanted a different experience, so I never forget. I came up here to have a cigar, and Ruben was the first person I met. He introduced himself as Ruben, like the sandwich.
Yeah.
And I've been kicking it with these guys ever since. What are we talking? 8, 9 years?
It's been that long.
9 years. And what I've learned is that every cigar is a different experience. Every cigar is its own story. Every moment that we have in a cigar shop is its own thing. It's its own entity. None of this that happens here can be duplicated.
Yeah.
This podcast, this won't even be able to be duplicated.
Nah.
Because of what this is and the people.
In the
that-
moment.
Yeah, in the moment. We're in the moment with it.
Everything we do is in the moment.
That's right.
And I've never met a stranger over a cigar. I don't think I ever had a bad conversation over a cigar. You know, I'm supposed to be working, and I came back here to sit. I don't know how I got into the conversation, but it's
you hear
organic. It's organic, and I'm
Yeah,
in it now.
it's some organic shit.
Yeah, so that I got into cigars for the different experience.
And it's good experiences. That's what's up. What about you, good brother?
I got into it because I was hanging out with a couple of guys from work.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
So they kind of introduced me to it. My first ones I got into was the Java series. And I went through those, and then I just elevated my palate and started trying different cigars. So then coming up here, I just met I met all these guys up here. Even you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I met all y'all up here. We was all told strangers one day, and then all of a sudden.
You wasn't. That's right. That's right.
Cigars.
That's right.
I've been smoking probably about 6 years now.
Okay. What about y'all good brothers? Y'all want to say something or y'all could? Y'all, it's up to y'all. I ain't.
I'm a newbie. I'm just.
Yeah.
Okay.
And hey, it ain't nothing. You gotta start somewhere. Ain't nothing. It ain't about being a novice or whatever. Shit.
I say I probably started probably like 3 years ago, and I was with the flavors. I was an acid head.
Were you?
A lot of them I couldn't find my one. It used to give me headaches, and then sometimes being around females, they really stink. With the acids, it was like, hey, that smells good.
Yeah.
And then even I would even pass it to them like, lick that, taste that.
There you
before I
go.
eat it.
There you go.
All
Yeah.
day, it was just like I was hooked, but now I'm trying to do different ones.
Yeah. Watch out. Hey, y'all, watch out for that cat right there. There's something else. That boy's something else over there. Shit. That's what's happening. That's what's happening. That's live, man. That's what's up. So see, as y'all can see, you know, for the viewers, which I ain't really got none yet, I'm trying to build up. Please like, share, and subscribe and shit. This is a culture that's ever expanding. It's something that people like to do. They chop it up. They meet good people, smoke good cigars. Your palate will change, and you know, to be honest with you, I'm usually here, and this table is full of bourbon. Now, myself, I'm not a bourbon drinker. I drink tequila, but these brothers are bourbon connoisseurs. Now, the first lady, that's my wife. I call her the first lady because I'm the president of my shit. The first lady loves bourbon, so I look on the table and see the good shit, and you know, I be eardropping and shit and listening to see what's good shit. Ear hustling, yeah, that's what it's called. My bad. And then I'll grab some info, and then if I can't get it, I'll ask somebody. You know, next time you grab something, because a lot of these bourbons you can't get off the shelf. So let's segue into bourbons. When it comes to bourbons, going from, I don't know, are you like versed in bourbon? So going around, let me know like what type of bourbons that y'all like to have with a good stick.
You know, I think all bourbon goes well with all whiskey goes well with cigar. You know, but it's all about your mood. You know, today I felt like the Balboa rye was real like buttery and smooth, and I thought it paired well with the Connecticut. I brought out I had a freestyle, the Drew Estate freestyle live cigar of 2024. I said I wanted to try it out, so I wanted to have something a little bit, like it. So,
That's what's up.
Bourbon and cigars absolutely go together. So tonight I'm drinking what's on the table. Typically, like you said, there's multiple bottles. I am a bourbon head. I've got all kinds of bourbon. Depending on my bourbon is like my cigars. It depends on my mood.
There you go.
I can go from the high end to the low end, to the very rare, to stuff you have off the shelf. It just depends on my mood. And there again, it depends on the people that I'm with. If I'm with, most times if I'm with these guys, I'm going to grab something that is very rare.
Yeah.
And I'm going to share it with everybody. And we're going to drink until we finish our cigars and probably drink more.
Yeah.
Tonight, because I'm working tomorrow, it'll be a light night. I'll enjoy his Balboa and enjoy the stick, and that'll be tonight.
There you go.
But tomorrow it'll be something different.
And that's what's up. It's good to have variety because variety is the spice of life.
it's like music, you know.
Hell yeah. You're right.
So with me with bourbons, I never really drank bourbon until I started paying cigar guy.
Mm-hmm.
I was drinking Crown Royal, Evan Williams Honey, drinking all kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And then these guys elevated my game. And you'd be hard pressed to see me drinking anything but. Not saying that I won't ever drink nothing different, but 90% of the time, if you see me drinking, I'm drinking first. Different proofs, different bourbons. Just depends on, again, what you're in the mood. I defer to my big brother here. I look up to him as far as what he likes, what he don't like. And we don't agree all the time. Everybody's palate is different. So we have different palates. But I just try to drink bourbons that they say they like. If I can find it, I'm going to drink it. If I like it, I'm going to buy it. So, bourbons are different. Everybody's palate is different depending on, you can get a 90 proof bourbon or 140 proof bourbon. So it just depends on what you like. You can handle 140 proof. That's a lot.
Oh, yeah.
151 Bacardi now is different. But yeah, they're different. So you have the bourbon and you have the rye. So it's different. This is regular, but it's both are rye. So we got all rye tonight. We don't have straight bourbon. So, it's different. The only way to get into it is to get into it.
Yeah.
Jump in both feet.
You're right.
Get your palate wet.
Get your palate wet, man.
Oh.
What about you, Dad?
Me, I never really got into bourbon until I started hanging with these guys. I started out with the Weller's Green Label, and then it got to a point where you put that on the table and they do like, who brought that up?
Ain't that something?
Yeah.
So Weller is, what is it, like a lesser brand or some shit? What?
Actually, it is the brand is probably the most powerful name brand
Okay.
that you can get. It has the most recognized name in bourbon.
Okay.
But it's like they said, it all depends on, the night, the mood, whether you want to drink. I'm supposed to be working.
I just sat back here and forgot. I just want to do work.
Yeah, you know, whether or not you feel like a lower proof bourbon or higher proof, or
Yeah.
you know, if you want to go to a regular bourbon or a rye, it just all depends.
It's celebratory.
Yeah.
If you're in a celebratory mood and you want something, it's different.
Yeah.
You're going to go to typically it's going to be something higher. You know, bourbons range from the stuff you can find on the shelf that is maybe $40, $50 to when you're celebrating, you may have a $500, $800 bottle. It's all, you know, all over the board.
Okay.
You know, and it's a great hobby to have. It's one of those things that
It could be an expensive hobby to have.
Yeah.
it's great to share with people. It's another one of those things like cigars that, you know, if you got it and you can share it with your friends, it creates unbelievable memories and great conversation.
You're right. And and speaking of conversation, that was one of the things that really struck me once I, you know, one of my homeboys told me to come down here. It was Tuck. Melvin Tucker Tuck told me, he's like, Grizz, you ought to come down to House Cigars on Thursdays. I got down here and I seen all these brothers, they was chopping it up. And you know, I ain't know nothing from nothing. I was a novice on cigars. Still am, like, really, because my palate got messed up because I started upper echelon and I worked my way back down to something that I like. Right now, I like New World and I like the Papa Fritas brand, the Lica Bravada. You know, I'm a Maduro smoker. The Maduro wrappers are the darker leaves that is wrapped around the tobacco, and I like something that's full bodied, something that's, you know, got a little bit of bite to it, something that's, you know, flavorful. But I'm still learning, and being around all these cats, it's like it's easy to learn because they ain't. I'll tell you right now, as long as I done been down here, I ain't never had nobody that, you know, like was like hating. They didn't want to give up no information on good bourbon, good cigars, or anything. It's, you know, it's one of them things where the culture is real, the culture is good, because, you know, everybody out there that's listening, if you know me, you know I ain't no fake person. I don't like no fake stuff, and I just like to keep it real with people, and people keep it real with me. And that's how I take your ass on somewhere, and then we'll keep it 100 like that.
Right.
You know, but
it goes to say we do a lot of information sharing.
yes,
So we we do with cigars, like we do with bourbon. What he does with us is with the crypto. That
Yes.
is his area of expertise. And right now, we're leaning on him to provide us knowledge on that industry.
yes. And with that being said, we can segue into a little bit of crypto. Right now, the crypto market has been going up for the past month, and it's with the advent of these Bitcoin ETFs. BlackRock, Fidelity, ARK Invest, they then came into the space, the big money managers, and they've been buying up Bitcoin like it's going out of style. And the reason why is because it's being considered a store of value. For those out there who aren't aware of it, the digital asset space is a new nascent asset class that's up and coming. It's been around since 2009. That was when the first Bitcoin was mined. Um, but then other assets has come into play. Uh, the top ones: Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, XRP, um, and you know, when you get into this space, and this is not financial advice. Anything you hear on this channel is strictly for entertainment purposes only. I'm not a financial advisor. If you want to do any investing, I suggest that you get with a financial advisor. Now that I got that out of the way, when I look at these different assets that are out here, I want to know what they're doing. Is it providing a store of value? Is it providing liquidity? Is it providing interoperability? And is it providing security? With this asset class, a lot of people, especially us, don't know that this is the new iteration of financial markets. I mean, everything is going to eventually, by 2030, the World Economic Forum said that they want to have everything on the blockchain. When I say everything, I'm talking about anything of value is going to have a QSIP. It's going to have a alphanumeric code behind it to where you can look at it on the blockchain. It's immutable, meaning that nobody can change it. It's there, and you'll be able to access it and see what, and see what you're holding, see what's of value and all of that. One good resource that you can use is YouTube. Just do a YouTube search and say, what is crypto? Now, some of the good channels out there that I've been rocking with, because I started getting into crypto in 2021 when I knew that I was going to retire, and I had an idea about how much capital that I was going to have when I retired, and I wanted to like flip it. I didn't want to keep it somewhere to where it was going to get some minimal gains. I wanted to maximize my gains, and with this asset class that's emerging, it's going to be very profitable for everyone who knows about it, because as of yet, there's only about anywhere between 4 to 5% of the population of the entire world that is in the cryptocurrencies. Cryptocurrencies, which I really don't like to say crypto because it has like a mystique to it. Digital assets are going to basically be the next iteration of the internet. We're already in the internet of value. Everything is going to have a value. All right. Real estate, they're tokenizing real estate as we speak. They're tokenizing money market funds. They're tokenizing stocks. They're tokenizing treasuries. And the reason why they're doing that is because the assets that we have now, the traditional assets that we have now, we're on a debt-based system. When the Fed,
First, is it too late for people to start getting into it?
oh, absolutely not. Now, right now, we're about to go into a bull market, or the bull market has started, meaning that most of these assets are going to start to trend upwards. We're on an S curve, like it was when the internet got popular to regular folks. The internet's been around since the 40s. It was used by the government. Then they allowed private companies to start making different applications and different real world utilization for it. And then you had things like AOL, Netscape. Some of them survived, some of them didn't. Look at Amazon. Amazon started off selling books. You know what I'm saying? They jumped on it, and then what happened? Now look at Amazon. You can buy a house on Amazon. I mean, it's crazy. Go ahead.
If you're a small investor,
Yeah.
like the average guy, like somebody like me,
Mm-hmm.
what do you see a minimum investment being to get started in digital currency like that?
That's a great question. It actually depends on the individual. I'm gonna give you an example, and the best example I can give you is me. When I was still working as a firefighter, we was in overtime, and I was making a little bit more money than what I had. But I told the first lady, I said, look, I'm gonna take my discretionary income, the stuff that I would buy, beer and other things with, and I said I'm gonna stop buying that stuff, and I'm gonna learn about this crypto, and I'm gonna invest it in that. I started off with $250, man. You ain't gotta drop thousands of dollars on this shit like you do with some of these stocks. Some of these stocks now, you gotta, in order to get some return or some gains, you gotta drop at least 10 sacks on that money. You know what I'm saying? Or overall, like diversify over different, stocks.
So
and
the average
bonds.
man that makes $60,000,
Mm-hmm.
there's still a space in digital
Oh yeah.
currency for them
Oh
right now?
yeah. And the reason why is because it's so new. Right now, a lot of these assets don't have floors to where, it's going to be, a certain price. It won't go below. Right now like the past year, we've had 90 to 98% swings. to where it'll be up to a certain price. Like, I'm gonna give you an example. When I bought my first Bitcoin, I bought a whole Bitcoin. When I first looked at Bitcoin, it was like $30,000, $40,000. I was like, shit, I can't buy that. You know what I'm saying? But it's a thing called DCA, and dollar cost averaging. When you dollar cost average, there's a play. It's a website called Swan Bitcoin. I would have $250 of my check go straight to Swan Bitcoin. As soon as it posted, every paycheck. As soon as it posted, it would convert that money into Bitcoin. And I knew
at that point, were you buying a percentage?
Buying a percentage of a coin, exactly.
Okay.
So I was buying every pay period $250 of Bitcoin, $250 of Bitcoin every pay period. Back then, I knew that okay, once I leave the fire department, I'm gonna have a certain amount of money. I was betting that it was going to drop down to a point to where I can grab some of that money, buy a whole one, along with other assets, and then that'll make my portfolio more diverse. Right now, I have I'm rocking with about 45 different assets that I feel will have value. Now,
So you say, so Bitcoin. So are you different Bitcoins?
No,
Ethereum,
so
different?
Bitcoin is Bitcoin. All right, Bitcoin is one asset. Ethereum is another asset. Solana is another asset.
Okay.
XRP, XLM,
So you're
IOTA.
diversified over all of these.
I'm diversifying over all of it.
So you got 250, you may have 25 going here, 25
Yep.
going there, 25.
Exactly.
So some of them may go up, some may go down. But
Yep.
since you're diversifying so much.
Yeah.
Okay.
And see, what I am, I'm not a trader. Some people they look at the charts and know how to read the Fibonacci's. I'm just now getting into the point to where I can look at the candles. They call them candles. Candles will go up, candles will go down. I'm not a trader right now. In the future, I think I am going to be a trader because it's something that interests me. Right now, I'll research an individual asset, see what it's doing. If it's something that I know is going to be of value, I'll invest in it and I'll hold it. And I'll hold it on either a software wallet or a cold storage hardware wallet. All right. One thing that I don't do is keep these assets on exchanges. You buy your asset on the exchange. I immediately take it off, put it in a software wallet or a hardware wallet for long-term storage because I have a date of when or an area, a range of when I feel that these assets are going to be at a maximum or close to a maximum value. And then I'll take my return on investment, my ROI. Once I do that, I'll get my money back that I invested in it, and then I'm playing with house money. If the shit go down or if it goes out to where it goes to zero, I ain't losing it because I got my money back.
So help me understand because it's going to be people like me.
Yeah, and it's all good.
Hearing this, because you're using terms that most people don't know.
Yeah.
You said my hard, soft.
Yeah.
What does that even mean?
Okay, so that's a great question. A hardware wallet is a device that looks like a USB. Some of them look like a USB stick. Some of them look like a little device where you can either you can either use like your thumbprint. Yeah, it's like a drive.
Okay.
And what it is, you put the keys for that particular asset into it, and when I say cold wallet, that means that it's not online. The only way that it'll be online is if I plug it into my computer and give it access to the internet. Well, that's where the assets is, which my money because I bought the asset.
It's on that actual key.
Yeah,
So it's not like
well,
it's
in the asset, and that asset has a key. Okay, an alphanumeric code to where if I want to send it, I need to verify that alphanumeric code is the alphanumeric code for that asset and send it to a wallet that has, or an exchange that has another alphanumeric code. So like say, I have Bitcoin, Ethereum, all of that stuff, but I'm big on XRP, which provides liquidity for everyday people, world governments, banks, and central banks. That's the reason why I got into it, because I figured that, you know, if it's going to be used by banks and world government, they ain't gonna put their money where it's bad. They ain't gonna put good money after bad money. So once I found out that this company called Ripple that created this asset called XRP, and they use it for liquidity to where XRP sits in the middle. You put in, let's say you put in $1 and you want to get a French franc out of it. It'll do the math, and then it'll spit out however much francs is the equivalent of that dollar that you put in.
So
But it doesn't.
conversion.
It automatically converts it, but it does it within 5 seconds. It's not like now where you go to MoneyGram or what's the other one?
Exchange, currency,
Yeah,
currency exchange.
yeah, currency exchange, where sometimes it takes hours or it takes 3 to 5 business days. So, like, say, let me give you an example. The reason why they created that asset called XRP is because it takes too long for cross-border payments. So if the U.S. wants to pay China or vice versa, it has to go from central bank to central bank to bank to bank. They need to verify it, and it's too much friction. There is currency lost throughout all of that, and it takes days. Now they got some stuff out here that takes seconds, and you put it in there, it's at one value, comes out, it's going to be whatever you want, but that value is going to be the same, because if it happens in seconds, it doesn't have time for the market to fluctuate. Okay? When I found out that you can put in real estate, you can put in stocks, bonds, anything that has value, anything of value you can put in there, and it comes out and gives you something on the other side that they both mess with XRP.
So you're looking at real-time information.
Real-time
as
information.
opposed to delayed or next day.
Exactly. And you know, that's where we're going as a planet. The whole world is going there.
So I'm going to ask you to slow down.
Okay.
Because this is
A lot of
episode number 2.
Yeah, episode number 2.
So I'm going to ask you to bring this back down to a episode number 2 experience.
Okay.
All right?
basics.
I need you much more basic.
Okay.
Back to a common man's
Okay.
approach.
Okay.
Where am I at the 250 mark? If I decided 250, where am I going with that 250 a month?
Okay. So
250 a week.
this is
Where,
so if you're doing 500 a month, what I would do.
is probably steep for a lot of people.
Yeah. But let's just say you can swing 500 a month. Let's just give you an example.
That's a good number.
Okay. So
if I'm a guy, if I'm a family that wants to swing 500 a month, start from that point.
Okay, so what I would do, I would diversify into assets, like the granddaddy and the father,
Give me
the top three. Okay, so let me go to CoinMarketCap and give you the top 3. The top 3 is Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana. I would do 25% in Bitcoin, 25%.
So that's $150.
Yep.
Going into
Dollar cost averaging, because you ain't buying a whole.
right.
So $150
$150 into
Bitcoin.
$150 into Bitcoin. That's 25%.
I would do 25% in Ethereum.
So that's half the money. That's half a month. $500.
Yep, and you said just a 3. Then I would do maybe 15% in Solana.
Okay.
Then I would do what's that? That's I ain't no mathematician.
So if I'm doing 15% of that, that's $75.
Okay, so that's 75% of it.
75%.
Yeah, of the 500.
It's $75.
Yeah. So I would do another percentage.
So right now I'm up to $325.
Okay, so then I would do another 50 to 75 into XRP, because we did Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, XRP. I would do 10 to 15% in that. Then I would do another 10 to 15% into Cardano, because that's number, let me get, because it's my watch list. I would go to Cardano because it's 8, but I don't count the stable coins that's pegged to the dollar, right?
So I'm at 450.
450.
So
And then I would do 450. So you got $50 left. I would do let's see. I would do 450. I would do $25 into Polkadot, which is number 13, and then I would do my last, about a smaller percentage into something like Matic or Chainlink, and then I would do maybe 1 to 2% into a meme coin like Dogecoin or Shiba Inu or something like that. And the reason why I say that small percentage into a meme coin is because meme coins is very liquid right now. A lot of people, they're cheap. Some of them are less than a penny. Okay, and a lot of people that ain't got a lot of money and say, well, shit, I'm gonna make a bet on this. I'm gonna put it into this and get so many thousands or millions of them, and if it goes to a penny, then I'm way better than I was if it didn't. You know?
So those top 5 things, that's where you put the first 5 things.
Yes.
So if that's what I'm doing I'm doing that for 6 months, 12 months, 18 months, 24 months.
Well, it depends on the market. So like, and the reason why I say it depends on the market. Next month in April, Bitcoin is going to halve. They call it the Bitcoin halving. The way that it was set up, there's a hash rate to where so many of them can be mined. Right now, it's like I think 900 can be mined per day. After the halving, it's going to go down to 450. Yeah, 450. Okay.
Cut it in half.
It's going to cut it in half. So that means when it every time that it halves, the price of Bitcoin goes up. And it's going to fluctuate, but it goes up to a higher high. And when it comes back down, the low is higher than the last low. You understand what I'm saying? So once that happens and we go to the halving, Bitcoin is the grandfather of them all. It pulls the rest of the market with it. So if Bitcoin goes up, just like the other day, Bitcoin went up to 74,000, and it got past its all-time high before the halving. And it got past its all-time high before the halving because these money market people jumped in and they started inserting billions of dollars into the market. Okay? And that is basic supply and demand. They're cutting down the supply and it's more demand. That's going to make the value of that asset go up. All right? In April, the value should start to go up exponentially because it's going to be less of it that can be created. Right now, in the eyes of people that's in this market, Bitcoin is considered a store of value like gold. They call it gold 2.0, or they call it digital gold. And don't get me wrong, folks, gold is gold, silver is silver. Gold and silver is real money to me because it was here before anybody, before any of the paper shit was made. You know what I'm saying? Some people call it God's money because it was here on the planet before we was. All right? Once the halving halves and it pulls the rest of the market up, these assets should go up. And they usually run for a few months. So after April, the bull market will be in full swing and it'll probably fluctuate, but it'll keep going up until like 2025. Maybe by the first quarter, the end of the first quarter of 2025, this bull cycle that we're in right now should start to come to an end to where everything will cool off. These assets will start to come down, but the prices of them are going to be higher than they were the last cycle.
So now is a good time to get in.
Now is a great time to get in. Yep. And like I said, just dollar cost average into different assets like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, XRP, Cardano. One of the avenues that you have to look at it
is a website called CoinMarketCap. CoinMarketCap is a website that gives you the information on all of the assets. So I'm gonna pass my phone around so y'all can see it. Okay, this is CoinMarketCap, and it lists all of the assets and the prices. And then when you go over to where it says markets, tap on markets, it'll show you where you can purchase it at. One thing that you have to do is set up an account in whatever exchange that you purchase it from. Verify your information. It's called KYC, know your customer.
So how hard is this for the average guy?
For the average guy, I know I sound like I'm speaking Chinese, but for the average guy, it's not hard at all. I got a technical.
What do you see the time investment? So for the average guy, for the guy that's an 8 to 5 guy.
An 8 to 5 guy, if you come home and you look at let me tell you a good thing to do. This is what I did. When I knew I was going to jump into this, I stopped binge watching my little shows, and I jumped on the internet, jumped on YouTube, and started learning about these assets that I wanted to sink my value into. Because it wouldn't make any sense if I wasn't going to do my research. I ain't going to just throw money into shit and not know anything about it. Because that's playing a dumb man's game. And I don't consider myself dumb. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Everybody that I'm talking to here has an intelligence level that's high, that should be at a certain height. And you guys have never struck me as somebody that just don't get it. You learn the things that you want to learn. If this is something that you want to do, you'll learn it. And when you start to get into it and invest into it, you'll realize this ain't hard. It's not as hard as I thought it was. It's just something that's new to you.
Right.
That's all.
But for the audience, are you a guy? There's somebody who wants to know, like, are you talking about 5 hours a week? Are you talking 10 hours a week?
That would depend on the person. Me, shit. If I was gonna watch 4 or 5 hours of shows that wasn't gonna give me any type of return, just a little bit of entertainment, I can watch those shows anytime. I got Netflix, I got other avenues to where it'll be there when I get there. I'm gonna learn about it, so I was spending, I ain't gonna lie, I was spending 4 or 5, sometimes 8 hours on the internet and on YouTube, just listening to different folks. You can discern once you read up on companies and read up on assets and different things. You can discern who's bullshit and who's just trying to hype you up. Okay, you want to invest in things that's going to bring you some value. Like I told y'all the first time, does it bring store value? Does it protect something with security? Does it provide interoperability to where it'll bring a blockchain together with a digital ledger, and it sits over to where they can communicate? Does it,
Can you provide some shortcuts so that you don't have to, so that the average guys don't have to go through all of those mindless videos and
Well, yeah. I mean, just like I was sending you information.
right.
All
Absolutely.
the shit that I sent you
Yeah.
is people that is
Right.
been in the space for a while, know what they talking about. I ain't gonna send you somebody that's just trying to hype you up because that's
So
bullshit.
is that the stuff you'll be posting?
That's the stuff I'm gonna be posting. I'll be posting links.
Right.
My email is listed. If you want to get with me, get on. You can send me an email, and I'll send you. I got notes in my phone right now to where I explain. Let me show it to you. I explain what the asset is, what it does, and where you can purchase it. It's people put too much emphasis on how hard it is, and it's not hard.
That's what people want to hear. People, they don't want to go through the hard ends. Everybody looks for the shortcuts and trying to figure it out.
Yeah, but
If you
sometimes
can help provide that.
sometimes there's no shortcuts in getting to where you need to go. Sometimes you got to go the route that you need to go. Okay, so it's just you can skim through it, but it's a note that I have. It says these are the tokens that I invest in, and when somebody is interested in it, I'll shoot them a note. If you got an Android like you do, I'll copy it and I'll just text it to you. It's a long ass text, or I'll email it to you. And you can read through it, and it'll tell you about the asset. It'll tell you where you can get it from, and then when you look at CoinMarketCap and go to whatever exchange, you can make, you can make your own decision on whether or not you want to purchase it. Okay, but a lot of people put way. If you're out there and you ain't invested in any assets, don't let it scare you. It's just like with everything else. It's a learning curve. You're gonna learn until the day you die.
No doubt.
Okay? A smart man is gonna learn something till the day he dies. A smart woman is gonna learn something till the day she dies. If it's something that you feel is gonna bring you value, or if it's something that's gonna interest you, read up on it. Get educated on it. It's just like when you went to school. You went to school to get to where you are now, right? So I mean, it's it is what it is. But it's not something that's hard. I'm telling you, Rube. If I can do it, I trust you. I'm just I call myself a dumbass firefighter that was stupid enough to run into some burning buildings to save some people, to save some property and shit. I ain't saving no animal. Animal ain't worth more than me. I ain't risking my life.
He doesn't mean that.
Yeah, I do. Shit. They know it. I ain't shit. Save my cat. The cat dead, lady. The cat dead.
He doesn't mean that.
Yeah. So, if I was gonna be brave enough to do some shit like that, I gotta be brave enough to try to bring some generational wealth to my family.
That's the goal.
That's the goal. Because this asset class is where the stock exchange was when it first started. Period. Because all of those stocks, I'm quite sure you got some stocks. When they started, it wasn't regulated. It was like the Wild Wild West. It was crazy. But once regulation came in, then the big boys started throwing capital at it. And the value of those stocks got higher and higher. And some of those stocks got floored to where it wouldn't go below a certain level, right? And that's how this shit's gonna be. We are in a space in the world now to where if we don't jump in and learn some stuff about this, we're gonna be left behind. And I ain't trying to be left behind. The train has left the station. I'm on the caboose. I'm on the I see you, brother. Good seeing you, man. I'm on the it's the last car is called the caboose. Yeah. I'm on the caboose and I got my hand out. All the brothers that's running behind that shit. I'm lifting y'all up to bring y'all on because I ain't no hater. I want to see you and everybody in here prosper just like I will. But you ain't going to prosper if you don't get your ass on the train, right? You got to get on the train. But it's not something, I'm telling you, man, it's not something that you cannot do. I got some, let me see, I got some people that's in here. And, yeah, but it's not something that, that you can't, get into, man. It's not something that's too hard for you. It's not something that is going to allow you to be invested or to invest in and learn something.
He can still see us though.
Yeah, hey, what's going on, Gordon? I'm sorry, y'all. I didn't realize that y'all been in here. I've been sitting here running my mouth and talking. Cigars and crypto. We on the
Yes, you are.
portion of it. We already talked about the cigars and stuff. He's my friend. I used to work with him.
There's nothing wrong with the speaker on my phone. The phone's too far away from me.
They arbitrage.
It's not divine.
You know what I'm saying? That's his first lady, the Oracle. And if y'all want to say something, go ahead, guys. I'll stop talking. Go ahead.
No, we didn't know. We heard the conversation that you guys were having, and I didn't know if there was anything that you wanted us to talk about or expound on.
Well, you can expound on the market. You can expound on the market overall as far as like,
they were wondering, like, is it something that, you know, they wanted me to like dumb it down to where, you know, they can understand it. I guess I don't know if I wasn't talking over their head or nothing, but the terminology is something that they really didn't know about. And, you know, I kind of broke it down to them and I let them know that, you know, when it comes to this asset class, I've been in it long enough to where I've got some information to send them. And, you know, I let them know that they still need to do their own research when they wanted to jump into something. Go ahead.
Okay. So are you talking about the market overall, or are you talking about a crypto market?
Yeah, crypto market, man.
Just crypto, not the stock market and all that stuff.
Well, I was just brushing over the stock market, but we talking about cryptocurrency.
Okay. Well, and I just come on top of what you were saying about it being a bull market, and the bull market is about to start. You see that there's going to be a halving. So as long as everybody understands what a halving is, as far as Bitcoin goes, you know, you're going to go from what 900 Bitcoin mined a day to 450 a day, and you're going to go from 6.50 per block to 3.125 per block. You understand that you are seeing the scarcity draw in with Bitcoin, and you want to grab it because it is scarce. It is ultimate scarcity. It is not like gold and silver are scarce, but they're not ultimately scarce. And this is a great investment that is ultimately scarce. And, you know, like you said earlier, dollar cost averaging, you know, is a great way to get started while you do your research on it. And then once you get your knowledge up, you'll be like, okay, then you can make some different moves and say, okay, I'm gonna do it this way, that way. But while you're learning dollar cost averaging, just a little bit, whatever you got, just a little something you can throw to the side. It's good to get started.
Yep, I explained to them the the importance of being diverse, diversification in the different assets, learning about the different assets, what they do, because you know you don't want to just buy Bitcoin dollar cost average in the Bitcoin only. You want a dollar cost average in the Ethereum. You want a dollar cost average in the Solana. All of that, if you can. Okay, so he was asking me, and I'm quite sure y'all heard it. Let's say if he had $500 a month, and I was breaking down like 25% into Bitcoin, maybe another 25% into Ethereum, and then you go a little bit lower on the percentages into Solana, XRP, all the other ones, ADA, Cardano, stuff like that. Because the more diverse you are.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. I disagree with your percentages, though. I would have a higher percentage in Bitcoin. It's the grandfather of all cryptocurrency. So as Bitcoin goes, everything else goes.
Other coins.
Yeah, so it's really a safe place where you can have 45% here, and then break it down from there,
smaller
until to the other coins that you want to have.
Yeah.
Because
it's going to outperform those other coins individually and collectively.
Because it's like gold 2.0, you always want to have a nice stake in gold, and then you have silver because it brings silver along, brings platinum along, brings palladium along, it brings copper along. So Bitcoin is gold 2.0 as people have stated it. So I would have a higher percentage in Bitcoin and lower percentage in some of the other coins until you get the information that you understand these coins and you see where they're going, and then you might want to up your percentage in that coin when you understand about it.
Yeah, I got you. Yep. So I was just saying the percentages because those were the percentages that I was looking at. So Bitcoin is grandfather. Ethereum is another sibling of that. They're gonna bring the Bitcoin itself is gonna bring that asset class with it. But to people who can't, who you are going to dollar cost average, I was just saying, that's how I would do it, because, some of these other coins are performing, and uh, they will perform well in this coming bull market. And a lot of times, a lot of people don't understand that, with Bitcoin hitting its all-time high already, how many times is it going to go up into that golden ratio area, as opposed to these other smaller assets that haven't ran as hard. You know what I'm saying? That's all I was saying. You know, um, people,
Yeah,
people
yeah,
have to.
yeah, and and I'm just speaking as far as I know, me and you, our ages, we're trying to protect the wealth that we spent many years building
Yep.
up. So you got to, put your wealth in a protective place, and you can go after some things that might,
Feel
10x and 20x. So it depends on the age of the people you're talking to. As you're talking to young
Yeah.
people, they got the room to gamble and get
Yeah.
something, where we just trying to solidify what we got, and and ride out into the sunset.
Yeah. I got you. Yep. So it ain't, everybody here that is around my age or older. This young buck right here
Okay,
is a
all
little
right.
younger than me, so he might want to roll the dice a little bit, but you know,
There you go. Roll the dice.
that's how it is. Gordon Simon. Oh, nah, he from Cincinnati. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, I mean, y'all got anything else that y'all want to say to the good folks on a
No,
basic level?
I just say, like I say, man, just be stacking, weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, getting your satoshis, getting your ounces. If you're going to invest in some other alternative coins, be getting those little by little, just chopping away, but getting education on the things that you're buying, before you start pouring in more amounts of money at capital. So just it's a
Exactly.
nice way to invest, and then you learn while you're investing. And then once you learn more, you're like, okay, I'm more comfortable putting in more into it, or into this, or into that. That's the only thing I would say.
Okay. Yep. And that's what I was telling them, like, because Ruben had asked, for me to like keep it, on a basic level, and basically
Yep.
it's one of them things where you
Hmm.
just got to dive into the space and learn about these assets. What do these assets do? Does it provide a store of
Yeah.
value? Does it provide liquidity? Does it provide interoperability? Does it provide security for different, blockchains and digital ledgers and stuff like that? Once you learn what it's doing, and you see in your research that you're doing that other large corporations and governments are investing in those, to me, I would follow. I would put my pennies where they put their dollars,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what
I'm
I'm doing.
sorry, I didn't hear what you
He
said.
said he would put his pennies where they put their dollars.
Yeah, that's why I say that's why I'm big on Bitcoin, because you see Larry Fink, CEO of BlackRock, and you see the President Bukele. He's got his whole country invested into it. It's legal tender. You see those big players making that move, like you said, put your pennies where they put their dollars, and
Yep.
then kind of invest in other stuff. But you see, the game is ARK Investments. All these people are investing heavily in Bitcoin. So that's why I'm always big on the Bitcoin segment, because it's been accepted by large players. Now, it may not have the exponential growth because of the price now that other coins can have, but
Yep.
your money will be safe there.
Mm-hmm.
Your money
Yeah.
will be safe there if you're trying to find a safe haven for your assets.
Yeah. And one thing that we can't forget as well these companies, they're investing in the Bitcoin, but those aren't the only assets that they're investing in the market. Those are the Bitcoin is the granddaddy of them all, and that's the one that's going to get the most airplay. There's other ones that are there that that they're investing in, but they're not really talking about, and that's why I was naming off some of the top 10 that if it's in the I ain't gonna lie, if it's in the top 10, 9.5 times out of 10, I don't think it's going anywhere. Ethereum ain't going nowhere. XRP ain't going nowhere. Solana ain't going nowhere, and it's because of the use cases and what it's created to do.
Yeah, and you
I don't want them to put all their eggs in one basket.
No, don't put all your eggs in one basket. You never want to do that. Never ever want to do that. But when you talk about use cases, you have to, because I haven't done the research, but people understand that Bitcoin is a commodity, as what are the other coins, right? So it's in a different class, even though it's a cryptocurrency. Yeah, and two, it doesn't have any counterparty risk. Nobody is the CEO of Bitcoin, right? These people are CEOs of Solana, Cardano, and all this stuff. So you have to be worried. Vitalik is CEO of Ethereum. There is no CEO of Bitcoin, so no counterparty risk, and it is a commodity like oil, gold, silver. Right. So these things, it's a little different from other cryptos. So when you're building your portfolio, keep these things in mind. That's why you got to dig down deep on this stuff, man, because there's people who spend hours and hours and hours on this, and they know the game. So we got to be, as what would you say?
Well versed.
Yeah. So when you see it, like, that's why I say it's gold 2.0. It's a commodity.
Yeah.
It's real estate in cyberspace. So it's different than the other ones.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Did you have a question? Thought you had a. Did you ask any more questions?
No, I was wondering who created this.
Well, it wasn't one person that created all of crypto. There is a entity that is called Satoshi Nakamoto, who did the white paper on Bitcoin back in 2000? Was it 2008?
No.
And the white paper is a write-up on what the actual asset is, what it does, and how it should work and how it should run. And I think it came out right after the financial crisis in 2008, correct?
Yeah. Came out about 2009.
Yeah. And it's an easy read. It's only 8 pages, I believe.
The white paper.
Yeah. It's an easy read.
Oh, that's another thing.
Very technical.
Coin market cap. When you click on or tap on the asset that you want to look at, you can scroll down, and under info is what we're talking about. The white paper. The white paper is information about that asset, and it tells you like who created it, why it was created, and what it's created for and to do. So, yeah. So with us saying that, one of the most important things to do is what? Research. Do your own research. Look things up, and then when you feel comfortable enough to drop some of your hard-earned money into it, drop your hard-earned money into it. But know that you don't want to keep it on an exchange. You want to put it in a hardware or a software wallet. If you don't have the keys, not your cheese. Meaning that when you get ready to do something with it. So like I said, if you want to sell some Bitcoin and get some money back, return on investment, or any other asset, when these assets start to go up, these exchanges start to have some volatility. Just like the other day, didn't Coinbase went down for a little bit.
I mean, some of these exchanges might not be as liquid because of the Black Rocks and all of that. And some of these people that once the price goes up, they want to rush to the exchange, and if they don't have enough bandwidth, it'll be down. You'll be looking to try to you'll be looking to try to cash out, and you might not be able to. And you might have to just wait. But it doesn't happen all the time. But that's just something that you will have to deal with until the regulation and the different avenues come into play to where things are more stable. Okay.
Still very new.
Yeah, it's very new, still very new, but it's very valid. Okay, that's the point that we need to make sure that we get across. It is still very valid. Y'all gone? All right, man. Have a good one. Good seeing you, man. You ain't got nothing else to say, Gordon?
No, I thought you may have been talking to them, and yeah, I always got something to say about something.
Oh yeah. You sure do. You sure
Yeah,
do.
you
Man.
like you said though, if like I agree with you when you say just ease your way in while you're getting your education, and then when you feel comfortable putting in some real capital because you've learned something, then you can start going in hard. So that's all it is, man. It's about getting education. I would always say that a person, you could probably tell them, find people. I use YouTube, people on YouTube, man, who got some good game and they can teach you a lot. And yeah, for free. I'm talking about high level people, Michael Saylor, Raoul Powell, Lynn all these people that aren't trying to just get some money out of you. It's like, man, I'm just giving you game for free. And so those people, man, are good to follow. So you can learn a lot. And you don't have to pay anything. You just catch the YouTube videos, you catch the interviews and things like that, and you'll learn a lot along the way. I mean, there's books. I would always recommend people get the Bitcoin Standard by Safe Dean the Moose. That's one of the classic, books where he explains, about the way why it was created. And then you can find other people. Kid, I talked to on Twitter, Coins Kid, because Coins Kid break down all kind of coins, right? You follow somebody like that, you get a lot of information. Now it's technical analysis, which is tough. If you're just jumping in the game, but he's still giving you real information. Coins Kid is big. Will Clemente, we was talking about him earlier today. And so many more people that you can find on YouTube who can teach you what this and what this is all about.
Yep. Their show is Assets and Arbitrage. Mine is Big Grizz 63 _ crypto. Or Big Grizz. Yeah, Big Grizz 63 _ crypto. Now, what I was telling them too is, being that they are here with me and we chop it up and all of that, I'm serious. Like you said, knowledge is told, not sold. I'd rather kick you down what I know so that you can make your own best decision for yourself and your family. That's not something that I'm going to, we aren't the type of people that are gatekeepers. We ain't going to try to hold all that because we ain't got shit to gain. We ain't going to get all the money in the world. You know what I'm saying? But we trying to get what we can get. And if we can pull some of y'all up along the way, then that makes us better as a whole. You know what I'm saying? As a people, yeah. So that's basically the gist of it. Learning about it, getting into it, because Gordon, you can tell. Yeah, exactly. He said you got to find a way to take the fear out of it, and that's exactly what you got to do.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you another thing, man, because I don't know the age of the people in the room.
He said they're his age and older.
Okay, but so if people are retired and they already have amassed their amount of wealth, right? Now you're just passing the information down. But when you find those people who haven't retired, who haven't mastered something, and they're just talking to you, and I can't stand MLMers, and in multi-level marketing, those people are the people who mess the game up.
Yeah.
Like we're not gatekeeping nothing, man. I tell you everything I know if you want to sit down and talk to me for free, for nothing. And so we got to look for people like that as well in our space. People,
because they have what they wanted to earn.
Yeah, go ahead.
So I guess what we're saying is the people who have money, right? Typically, especially when you're talking to your millionaires, your deck of millionaires, so on and so forth, majority of them give out the game for free. Michael Saylor gives whole lectures for free. They're not paid lectures or anything like that. Lynn Alden, some of her stuff may be paid, but the majority of the information she gives out free. She does a very comprehensive newsletter every 6 weeks. You can go on her, say that again, Griff.
I said Raul Paul.
It's free, right?
Yeah.
They give the information out free. They have their wealth. They want other people to be wealthy and to come off as many systems as possible. So you want to have your spidey senses tingling when somebody's coming to you, and for, even if it's a nominal fee for their time or whatever it is they come to you with, I did what they're talking about. They're moving in desperation. Because we try to vet those people out too. If you're going to be charging people a subscription to join your whatever club, to join your talk, your Patreon account about Bitcoin, once you start tapping into that and listening, you realize they don't know anything at all. They're just trying to make some money on that's been trending.
Yeah.
So you want to be like how Grizz is just sitting with you guys a fee or anything to kind of sit here and tell you this is where the market is trending. This is where the money is being this is where the money is being earned. This is where profits are being made. Those are the people you want to tap into.
You want to tap into OGs because I'll pop in on people on Twitter, man. They've been like, been in cryptocurrency since 2022. And I just roll my eyes like, man, for real. And they got like 8,000 followers. And I said, oh, it's so bad. It's so bad. But, you want some OGs, man, who's just going to give you the game for free. Like, we're not trying to get nothing off of you. You call me. You can call me anytime. You can FaceTime Messenger in me anytime. And I'll talk to you about it, And so.
And most people who have wealth in the space will behave that same way.
Yeah, like you can call Bitcoin Zay, man. They just hit him up on Twitter. Just hit him on Twitter. He'll hit you back. You got to set up a message and everything, man. And these are the people you need to look out for, and not just these Johnny come latelys, man. Johnny come latelys piss me off.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, game is to be told, not sold, right?
Right. Who said that? Come on now.
I forgot who said it. I don't know, but it's a catchphrase. Goddamn.
Let's forget. I thought it was Snoop. I thought Snoop said that. That's what he told us.
He might have said it. Shout out to Snoop. He did originate that shit. But yeah, it's one of them things to where ain't nobody gatekeeping nothing. I'd rather, just like when y'all hollered at me when Aaron was hitting me up saying, hey, check this out, and you was like, check this out. At some point, if you ain't ready, you ain't gonna check it out. But when you ready to do it, this asset class is gonna be ready for you. But it's something that you need to divest a little bit of time in so that you can learn more and more about it. To me, they told me about this cat named Kevin Maloney, and I started off learning what real money is. because the green dollars that we got that we fold and we put in our wallets, that's not money. That's a debtor's note. That's debt. That's somebody else's debt that we just passing around. We as humans, we give it value. All right. Real money is gold, silver, and palladium, and all that, like he was saying. And you know, once you realize that, and once you see that, and understand what's what, to me, that sparks some interest to where I ain't never been like a financial guy ever. Never ever been a financial guy. You know, I ain't really like math back in the day when I was in school, but I knew that if I was going to retire, I wanted to make my money work for me instead of me working for my money. And in order to do that, you got to know what it is. You can't just say, I'm going to throw this amount at this and, you know, next week I'm going to be rich. It ain't going to happen like that. Aaron and Gordon would tell me, and I already knew it, that how many people that do you know that get wealthy like really, really quick? It ain't a lot of people at all. It's like less than 1% of the population. All right, you either the way they get that, 1% of 1%, they'll inherit some money, and then they might be broke within 5 to 10 years if you don't know what to do with it. All right, in order to have that money.
And they had to know. And if you tell people, because we do the global wealth net
in the world,
$90,000 makes you in the 1% in the world. If you have $90,000 net worth, you are in the 1% in the world. They make you feel like in America you got to have a certain amount of money, but if you get globalized and you start, like we said, with the flag theory, planting your flags, investing in different countries, in different continents,
different currencies.
Yeah, different currencies. You're in the 1%. People out here, man, they ain't got no money. I'm telling you, we've been out and about, and people don't have no money. $90,000 net worth. It makes you in the 1%. Okay, in the entire world, you are in the 1%, and I'm sure that you and your brothers got that. So y'all in the 1%. Y'all are 1%ers, but because of the way America is and the inflation, it doesn't feel like that.
They're also millionaires in multiple countries.
Yeah. So
y'all don't realize.
Yeah, that's why I say, pop out, man, and check out other countries, man. You guys are 1%ers.
But when praying for wealth, tell God you want to be a millionaire in dollars, because he mixes it up sometimes. He answers my prayers, but I'm still waiting for it to be translated.
You be a decamillionaire in Colombia. Go to Colombia, you be a decamillionaire.
So we millionaires in Mexico, but you just kind of like, Lord, when I prayed for this, I don't think I was specific enough.
So just understand your wealth has power, and please use the dollar while it still has power.
Yeah.
Because it's dying. Because we can tell over here how it is against the peso. Use it while it has power, because eventually you'll lose the power of your currency. And then if you're going to lose the power of your currency, then you got to have precious metals and you got to have Bitcoin and protect your purchasing power.
Yep. That's right. Yeah, I appreciate y'all, man.
Yeah, we ain't doing nothing, man. We about to go. I don't know. She gonna go to bed. She gonna watch. What do you call that show? Sex in the City.
No,
something.
She's not. No, she's not.
Something like that.
No, she's not.
I'm about to go take my medication and go to bed. I'm out of here. I'm out of here. But yeah, man, I'm glad that we could jump in, man. And if we could be helpful to anybody in the group or something like that, let us know, man. Because we'll hop on live and just chop it up with them, if need be.
Also, you guys don't forget to subscribe to Grizz's YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Right. If he has to write it down for you or send it to you on your phone or however, definitely tap into that just in case you're on Cigar Lounge Sessions. You won't miss the live when he uploads it.
Yeah. I'm gonna give them y'all information too, because they go live.
Yeah. They give them information, man. They come check us out, hit us up.
they talk about digital assets, Bitcoin, and stuff like that. But
So,
they also talk about
yeah.
other real world things that's going on. And you know, these are some. I used to call him Thundercat. Thundercat is
Nurse
very
Ratchet.
smart. He's only about 8 years young, but he's a smart young man.
This one
So
was
is
looking
his wife.
tight
So
right here. I'm
I
like,
don't, I don't like messing around
right
with
there.
people that ain't got the intelligence level that's at mine or lower. You know, if it's or lower than mine. If it's at mine and higher, then I want to, I want to kick it with them. It's like y'all got a certain skill set and that I like. That's why I'm here. You know what I'm saying? So it's one of them things.
I want to be the smartest guy in the world.
But I ain't got no problem listening to the smartest guy in the room because we're gonna be able to pick out things that can give us value in our life. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. It's all about growing.
Close out.
I gotta clean that. Y'all good.
I'm about to get up off this live, man, and I'm gonna hit y'all a little bit
Okay.
later. I appreciate y'all jumping in. I apologize. I didn't know that y'all was there when I looked the last time that I had looked at Messenger. Y'all hadn't looked at it, and that's why I just sent the link, and then y'all hit me up. Just hit me up as soon as you go live or you jump in the room. Hit me up maybe twice if I don't respond within a few minutes, so that I can let y'all join in. I apologize for
Oh
that.
yeah, no problem. No problem. Life happens to all of us, man. We just running around picking up kids from here and there and all this stuff. So yeah, we had a good time on the live, man. Hopefully, we gave some useful information.
Yeah. Well, they said they appreciate you, man. But what I'm gonna
Okay,
do,
man. I
make sure you hit me up tomorrow, man. Let me know when y'all gonna go live again, and just hit me
Okay.
up. Chop it up anyway.
On 7.
Yeah, okay. I can do that after. Yeah, about 7. I guess. Well,
7 your time.
yeah, man. Because we're 2 hours behind, so I guess it'd be 5 our time, 7 your time.
Okay, that's cool.
All
So
right.
people that's listening, whether you live or you listen at the at a later time, I appreciate y'all joining my channel, and I appreciate y'all looking at the content that we putting out. And as I stated at the beginning, this is not financial advice. Everything that we say is not meant to provide any financial advice. If you want some, you need to get with somebody that's licensed to do this. We are here for entertainment purposes only, and we just want to try to make sure that we give out the information that we know so that y'all can take that and learn, and maybe it'll spark some interest, and you will, have more knowledge than you did before you came in. But Simon Family Investments, thank y'all for jumping on. I'm about to end this live. I appreciate you. Make sure you
Okay.
hit me up, Gordon. I'm gonna sit around here and chop it up with these brothers, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Okay.
Okay, most definitely.
All right. Tell the boys I love them. You already know
Oh
I
yeah,
love
they
y'all.
downstairs. They making noise. I think they're watching the Lakers game.
You already
Oh
know.
no, Sean's at work. My bad. Sean's at work.
Oh, okay.
That's who I heard people talking. I didn't know who that was. Okay. All right, man. Yeah, we'll get at you tomorrow.
Okay, do that, man. Love y'all, man. I'll holler at y'all.
All right.
Peace.
Peace.
Where is it at, man?